Clinton Jaws. Guys, you know I only show you things that I find interesting. This is it. This is priceless. I want you to watch this. I'm watching Question Period today. Yeah, that's what I do now. The entertainment. It is so entertaining. Pierre Poilievre, Trudeau, they're going, it's a battle. Pierre turns to the camera and speaks directly to you. And I've never seen that happen before. And I thought, I don't know, maybe I like the guy a little bit too much, but I thought, man, that was a little powerful. He broke a rule. Here's the thing. When you're a police officer and you're given evidence in court, you don't talk to Crown Counsel. You don't talk to defense. If Crown Counsel asks me a question, I turn to the judge. Your Honor, Your Worship. They turn to Mr. Speaker. I don't turn to Crown and go, hey man, how was your night last night? Did you have a good dinner? You don't do it. If I give evidence, they ask me a question, I turn to the judge or the jury. He turns to the camera, to the viewer, and starts talking to the viewer. I thought it was kind of cool. Here it is. Take a look.
To axe the tax, this Prime Minister wants to hike the tax. First of all, he wants to quadruple it between now and 2030. And on April 1st, he plans to hike it by 23% with the support of the NDP. The tax hike will be bigger than any increases in the rebate, and therefore people will be bigger. The average families in all the provinces will be bigger net losers under this tax than they were before. With Canadians unable to eat, heat, and house themselves, will the Prime Minister cancel his plan to hike the tax on April 1st?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
I do believe this might be one of the first times the Leader of the Opposition has ever recognized that there is a Canada carbon rebate that he is going to cancel. Checks that he will prevent from delivering to Canadians right across the country. 8 out of 10 Canadians households get more money than they pay in carbon pricing in the provinces in which they apply. In Alberta, $1,800 a year to a family of 4. $1,200 a year in Manitoba. Even in Ontario, $1,120 to a family of 4 in Ontario. That's money in their pockets that he wants to take away.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Well, I'm glad he mentioned his phony rebates, because $1,800 in Alberta is the rebate. That's what he said. You heard him. Here's the gross cost. $2,943. So he's going to take away $2,943, but give back $1,800, and then ask you to be thankful for it, Mr. Speaker. Isn't that just proof that the carbon tax is just like him, not worth the cost?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Speaker, the Parliamentary Budget Officer himself recognized that the $1,800 in rebate that we're sending, for example, to a family of 4 in Alberta is more than that family of 4 costs with the price on pollution. That is the calculation that is done right across the country that shows that 8 out of 10 families are better off with the Canada carbon rebate than they pay in the price of pollution in areas in which it's brought in. We are both fighting climate change and delivering more money to households across the country, money that he wants to take away.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Speaker, the Parliamentary Budget Officer report is in my hands. Page 3 of a distributional analysis of the federal fuel charge under the 2030 emissions reduction plan. Google it. Look it up. It's on the Parliamentary Budget Officer's website. You don't have to believe me, and you certainly don't want to believe him. Go look for yourself. The average Ontario family will pay $1,674 in carbon taxes next year. That's $630 more than they get back in rebates. So why doesn't the Prime Minister Google it, look up the report, check the facts, and axe the tax?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker,